And hello everybody, welcome to Snowbound by It's Pung Pond. It kind of has some of the similar feel to Interstellar. There's a little bit of storyline if you guys are interested. I mean, basically it's just you missed a couple days at work at Santa's shop, and now if you miss another, you're gonna get fired. And that about sums it up. So now we have to hurry to Santa's shop to hurry up and get this done. So let's go. Let's off to Santa's shop. Why we live in an abyss like this is a great question. Actually, give me one sec, guys. Alright, sorry, forgot to clear the snow, which is a pretty big issue. As a matter of fact, this is my second time recording this because the first time, the snow kinda overwhelmed the video and it looked horrible. It was hard to watch because of all the snow, combined with the fact that it made the video file size over 10 times larger than it would normally be due to all the snow. So yeah, I don't know, just not exactly good for recording. I also hate dealing with the snow. This map is a little bit long for 20 minutes. So, like, whether or not we'll actually be in 20 minutes remains to be seen. I'm also just in general pretty bad at parkour right now. I don't know why I've been really bad at parkour recently. I have some theories, but ultimately it just seems like I've gotten bad at concentrating while recording, while commentating at the same time. It's not recording in particular, it's just the commentating while playing that I've been struggling with recently. So I need to focus a little more on the gameplay if I'm going to play well, which requires me focusing less on commentary. So it's kind of like that balance of, well, do I focus more on good commentary or more on good gameplay, or do I try and mix and get in the spot where I'm at now, where I failed 5 times on level 2, or is it 6 times? I don't know if I failed once on the first level or not, but yeah, interesting predicament. I will say, so originally, obviously, the map's meant to be snowing during it. It's kind of charming, but what I kind of wish the map creator had done is made it where, like, alright, for a couple levels it's gonna snow, and for the rest it'll be clear. So, like, oh, you hit level 5, and, you know, it snows until you finish level 7, or whatnot. But yeah, it is what it is. Overall, this map's it's pretty enjoyable. I mean, obviously we're just getting started, but I kind of have played the map, so I do kind of already know. But yeah, I will say It's Pung Pond. He does a good job of making fairly difficult maps, but some of his like habits as a map creator do slightly annoy me as I fall off. Like I generally like his maps. There's just a couple things he does, like specifically the ending levels having multiple parts to the last level, I find ever so slightly annoying. Oh, like for this one, level 10 has an A and a B section. I really just wish that he would make it 11 levels instead of 10A and 10B for the last level. Like, just make it 2 separate levels. It's fine. I get that you like to do the whole recap of the entire map on the last level, but you don't need to completely completely reset the, or completely change the entire level system at the last one for the sake of it. Like, just have 11 levels and it'll be okay. I get that some people get whiny when, you know, maps are at a weird number of levels, like 11 instead of 10, but it's just not that big of a deal. I feel like the better option, if anything, is to just shorten your map a bit so that it does fit in 10 levels, if that's what you're going for, instead of expanding it out so you can still say it's 10 levels even when it's not. Either that, or as I mentioned in Interstellar, what you also could do is just make it where you one sec, gotta focus for a second. Make it where there's multiple levels throughout the course of the map that are multi-level like that. So in that way it sets the precedent that that's how it's gonna be. And then when you hit the last level and it's like 20 levels in one, it's not as jarring as it would be otherwise. I just feel like that's a better way to do it. I get that, you know, the map creator does it the way he likes, but still, it's just a little bit wonky in my opinion. But it is what it is. All right, I hate the soul sand ice jumps. I just do everything in my power to avoid actually doing the jump at hand. Instead, I'd much rather just cheese all of the jumps. It's kind of, you know, I mean, I am cheesing it. I do admit that, but I just hate the soul sand ice jumps even more so than normal soul sand jumps, and I hate normal soul sand jumps. So I'd much rather just cheese it off the side. I will say I'm doing a lot better than I was doing on my first run. Although I'm also focusing more on the parkour than on commentary for this for the most part. This isn't exactly a map that's easy to take your mind off the map and just focus on commentary, which is part of why I think I like he-like maps as much as I do, if not even for the map, just for the fact that it's fairly easy while at the same time being interesting as a map. So as a result, I can focus more on commentary and less on the actual map itself. But yeah, I do understand though, as I'm going through this map without the snow, why the snow's there. The aesthetic definitely requires the snow being there to really work properly. I don't like the aesthetic of the map's really nice when it's all snowy everywhere, but without the snow, it's kind of a bland aesthetic, which makes sense. I mean, I knew what I was getting in for when I turned off the snow in that front. I just, you know, figured I really didn't want to upload a, you know, massive file that will struggle to load on YouTube. At least I'm pretty sure that's how that would work. But also, as mentioned, it's a bad viewing experience with all the snow, which stinks, but that's just kind of how it is. Not much I can do about that besides just turn off the snow. Ooh, man, I hate when I get that timing off just a little bit there and you get that stressful moment. I'm pretty sure I fell on those stone jumps after the snake part on my first try through. Good times, good times. We're on to level 9, which is another spot where I struggled, which it's weird. I don't normally struggle with Neo jumps, but for whatever reason earlier today I just really was, and we'll see whether or not I'll be struggling with them, like right there. We'll see whether or not that becomes a problem or not. Like, I had a point where I had to just like stop commentating for just a couple minutes to, or not a couple minutes, but a few seconds to focus on the parkour, and I hit the chain. But yeah, I don't know. It's really interesting. I've been having a lot of fun recording lately. It's quite enjoyable. Here, one sec, guys. All right, sorry about that, guys. My sister came in looking for something. Whoop. Okay. Jump. Yeah, but as I was saying, I've been having a lot of fun recording in general lately. I don't know what it's been. There's just been something that's been really fun about it lately. I don't know if it's just that, you know, my content's been doing pretty decent recently, so from that standpoint I've just been enjoying more, but I don't think that's all. I think I've also just been, I've managed to get back into the creator mindset, which is something that, you know, I was talking about at the start of this whole video grinding montage for me. Because that's really what it has been over the last week, making sure I have enough videos for my trip. It's crazy. It's a really weird feeling looking at a YouTube channel and seeing like 13 scheduled videos, because this will be my 14th, putting, you know, 7 normal videos and 7 shorts. But yeah, really interesting. I still don't know how I feel about the short platform as a whole. Like, I'm not a big fan of watching them personally. I'm more of a, long form guy. I don't know of many people that use the terms long form and short form that aren't shorts people. I mean, I become one of them just because I know enough people that do watch all the shorts, but besides that sort of circumstance, I don't know many people that actually use that. But anyway, as I was saying, like, I don't really watch them personally. They do really well in the algorithm, and it works, so I upload them. And some people like them, so and I don't really mind making them. At first, I didn't really like making shorts. But the more shorts I make, the more I kind of enjoy it. Not my. I prefer making long videos for sure. Like it's weird to me that people would prefer making shorts to making long form. It hurts me to say videos. But yeah, people would prefer shorts to normal videos in terms of production. I feel like just longer videos are more enjoyable to make. Even if you're going for the more heavily edited feel, I still feel like at least during the recording, the long videos are more enjoyable. I mean, obviously, I'm not a heavily edited channel. One thing I've always liked is kind of staying true to some of the older style of YouTube content, which I know isn't nearly as popular as it used to be, but I've been trying to stay true to it, and I enjoy making it. So like I understand that when it comes to like editing stuff, I'm not exactly the person to talk. So close. But yeah, I don't know. It is what it is, and I get why people like the shorts. Kind of that fast hitting entertainment. You're not committing to something for 10 minutes, which that in and of itself brings up a whole conversation of attention spans. But yeah, like, I can understand it. I don't agree with it per se, but I can at least understand it, which is where I'm at on a lot of things. But specifically in terms of shorts versus normal videos, I understand why people like shorts. But yeah, we're almost done. It's hard to believe this went so much faster than my first recording. I mean, I guess that makes sense, but here we are. We're into Santa's workshop. I feel like I'm getting much further back into the groove of commenting and parkouring at the same time. Like, but my commentating is a little worse when I'm doing it, but I'm getting a little bit back into the groove where I'm not too focused on my commentary that I'm struggling with parkour, which I think has in part come in due to my survival videos where I have to be pretty focused on the commentary, compared to parkour videos where I have to be focused on the game. So I have to strike a bit more of a balance is really all I'm saying. But anyway, guys, I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. God bless. Bye-bye.